It's time to face the truth. The habits you once thought were healthy may actually be betraying you. Drinking water before bed doesn't make you healthier. It guarantees you'll be wide awake at 3 a.m. What do you really crave right now? Not money, but a full night's sleep, and the strength to live the next day to the fullest. You're tired of having to choose. Be thirsty or get up. Here's my gift to you. A warm, delicious, doctor-recommended drink that you'll drink right before bed. It'll be your golden pill for your body, not to fill your bladder, but to restore your health. Tests have proven this drink contains a balanced formula that calms the nervous system, seals the bladder, and activates recovery hormones. You'll sleep uninterrupted and wake up feeling recharged. Are you ready to take on this peaceful night? Recovery drink. The solution is both intimate and powerful. Before I show you the recipe and the golden time to drink it, do you often find yourself waking up tired in the morning? Comment. Peaceful if you are ready to get your sleep back. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to get the secret of the golden time to drink it. Time to sleep like a baby. We start with the natural solution, the warm aloe vera sleep drink. If you've spent years believing that drinking plain water before bed keeps you hydrated, tonight might be the first time you finally understand why it hasn't helped. Your body doesn't need another cold glass that shocks your bladder and keeps you running to the bathroom. What it needs is gentle, guided hydration, the kind that enters your cells, restores your minerals, and tells your nerves it's time to rest. For centuries, both Ayurvedic practitioners in India and modern doctors in the US have quietly agreed on a remarkable formula. A warm glass of aloe vera juice mixed with a tiny pinch of sea salt. Simple, soothing, and profoundly effective, this combination works like a natural rehydration tonic that prepares your body to sleep, not to flush. Aloe vera isn't just a plant for sunburn or skin care. Inside its thick leaves lies a clear gel loaded with magnesium, potassium, and gentle sugars called polysaccharides, compounds that calm your nervous system and keep your tissues hydrated from within. In 2022, the Journal of Medicinal Food published research showing that aloe's natural electrolytes reduce stress signals in the brain, helping older adults fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Sea salt, meanwhile, provides trace minerals like sodium, calcium, and potassium, essential elements that quietly disappear from our bodies as we age. According to the Cleveland Clinic, these minerals are vital for seniors over 60, whose kidneys lose their ability to regulate water efficiently. Together, they rebuild what time has taken away: your internal balance. Here's how it truly works. Aloe vera contains a rare compound called ixmanan, a natural sugar molecule that coats your digestive tract and reduces inflammation, especially at night when the body repairs itself. This calming effect allows your brain to release melatonin more steadily, guiding you into deeper, uninterrupted sleep. The warmth of the drink is more than comfort. It's science. When you drink something warm, your body receives a message that it's safe to relax. Your core temperature drops slightly afterward, a cue to your circadian rhythm that it's time to power down. Think of it as pressing the dimmer switch on your body's internal lights, one that leads gently toward rest instead of jolting you awake. Now compare that to plain water. Cold water before bed may seem harmless, but for older adults, it's quietly disruptive. It dilutes sodium levels in your blood, forcing your kidneys to flush excess water instead of absorbing it. That's why so many people over 60 find themselves awake at 2 or 3 a.m., not because their bladder is weak, but because their hydration is unbalanced. Warm aloe juice with sea salt works differently. It restores the electrolytes your body needs so your kidneys can finally rest. Instead of filling your bladder, it fills your cells, easing the pressure on your system. By the time you wake up, your muscles feel less stiff, your mouth isn't dry, and your mind feels surprisingly clear. In communities from Florida to Kerala and Sydney, thousands of older adults have quietly adopted this bedtime ritual. A retired nurse in Tampa shared that she began drinking it every night after reading a study about electrolyte balance and aging. Within a week, her nightly awakenings dropped from 4 to 1. A former schoolteacher in Kochi said she felt an inner stillness she hadn't known in years. These stories aren't miracles. They're biology rediscovered. The aloe and sea salt combination acts as nature's gentle night guard, holding hydration inside where it belongs. Aging doesn't mean losing control of your sleep. It means learning how to work with your body's rhythm again. This warm drink reminds your cells what balance feels like. It's not a pill or a promise. It's a quiet invitation to rest, repair, and recharge. So tonight, skip the cold water. Warm your glass. Add that small pinch of sea salt. Take a slow sip, and let your body remember what peaceful sleep feels like. How to make and use it. The aloe vera plus sea salt. Bedtime drink. So how do you actually make this simple bedtime drink that doctors and traditional healers have quietly trusted for decades? The answer is surprisingly gentle. You don't need a fancy blender or expensive supplements. You only need a few simple ingredients, each one chosen for a purpose, each one helping your body find its rhythm again. Many seniors across America and India already have these in their kitchens, waiting to be used not just for taste, but for peace. Let's start with the ingredients. Take half a cup of pure aloe vera juice, the kind labeled organic and unsweetened. Look for brands that clearly say decolorized or purified. That means the harsh yellow latex has been removed, leaving only the soothing gel. Next, add half a cup of warm filtered water. Make sure it's not hot, about 100 degrees or the warmth you'd feel when you touch a baby's bottle. Then, sprinkle in 1 small pinch of sea salt, not table salt because table salt is stripped of minerals your body desperately needs. Sea salt contains over 70 trace minerals that support hydration and nerve function. If you prefer a hint of flavor, you can add a squeeze of fresh lemon or half a teaspoon of raw honey. Lemon adds vitamin C and a mild tang, while honey gives a gentle sweetness that helps melatonin production. But remember, both are optional. The real magic lies in the aloe and the salt. Now, how do you prepare it? It's almost meditative. Begin by warming your water, not boiling it, just enough to feel cozy in your hands. Pour it into a cup and add your aloe juice. Then, stir in the sea salt slowly. Watch as it dissolves. Think of it as releasing calm into your glass. Many seniors rush through this step, but the act of stirring slowly tells your mind it's time to wind down. When the salt is fully mixed, take a small sip. Don't gulp. Let it sit on your tongue for a moment before swallowing. The taste is slightly earthy, faintly mineral, a reminder that healing doesn't always taste like sugar. It tastes like balance. Some seniors like to sip it while reading before bed. Others drink it while sitting quietly, breathing deeply, and reflecting on the day. When should you drink it? Timing matters more than you think. The ideal window is 45 minutes before bedtime, giving your body time to absorb the minerals and calm your nervous system. Avoid drinking it immediately before lying down. Give it space to work. Also, avoid large dinners or caffeine after 7 p.m. Your digestion slows with age, and heavy meals confuse your body's nighttime hormones. This is why doctors often recommend finishing dinner early and keeping bedtime consistent. ideally between 9:30 and 10:30 p.m. That's when your natural melatonin production peaks. By drinking the aloe mixture at this time, you align your body's chemistry with its original design. You're not forcing sleep, you're reminding it how to happen naturally. But how does this simple drink work so effectively? Science has a few beautiful explanations. Aloe vera naturally supports GABA activity, the neurotransmitter responsible for calmness and relaxation. The Korean Journal of Nutrition reported in 2021 that aloe compounds improve GABA signaling, helping older adults fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Meanwhile, sea salt stabilizes your sodium-potassium balance, one of the most overlooked factors in sleep health. When this balance is off, your brain sends wake-up signals to the bladder, forcing you to get up at night. Sea salt gently resets that communication, allowing your kidneys to rest and your bladder to stay quiet. And let's not forget the warmth. When you drink something warm, your blood vessels expand slightly, allowing magnesium and other minerals to enter your muscles more easily. That's why many people feel a deep sense of relaxation just 10 minutes after sipping it. It's chemistry that feels like comfort. Now, what if you want to adjust this drink to fit your body's needs? There are variations that work beautifully. If you struggle with digestion, add one thin slice of fresh ginger to the warm water before mixing. Ginger has natural compounds called gingerols that soothe your stomach and prevent bloating. If you live in a warmer climate, try replacing water with warm coconut water. It's rich in potassium and naturally sweet, perfect for those who dislike the mild taste of aloe. For people managing blood sugar, choose pure aloe juice with no added sugar and skip honey altogether. You can even squeeze a drop of lemon for freshness without affecting glucose levels. In cold weather, a pinch of cinnamon adds warmth and improves circulation. The beauty of this recipe is its flexibility. It respects your needs, your culture, and your kitchen, but the drink itself is only half of the story. The rest lies in the habits that surround it. Your bedtime environment plays a silent but powerful role in how deeply you rest. Keep your bedroom cool, around 68 degrees or 20 degrees. This temperature helps your body's internal thermostat drop naturally, signaling it's time for sleep. Reduce blue light exposure from phones, TVs, and tablets at least 1 hour before bed. Blue light suppresses melatonin, undoing the very balance this drink helps create. Instead, spend a few minutes doing gentle stretching, shoulder rolls, neck circles, slow breathing. Movement tells your joints they're safe, and oxygen gently clears mental fog. Before lying down, try writing 1 or 2 lines of gratitude in a notebook. It might sound simple, but studies from UC Berkeley show that gratitude practice reduces nighttime anxiety in adults over 60. As you write, you teach your nervous system that the day is complete. There's nothing left to solve tonight. Finish your routine with slow nasal breathing, counting 4 seconds in and 6 seconds out. This activates your parasympathetic system, your body's natural rest and digest mode. So, can one small drink really change how you sleep? Yes, if you let it become part of your rhythm. The aloe and sea salt combination is not a cure. It's a gentle teacher. It reminds your cells how to hold water, how to calm the nerves, how to whisper, "You're safe now." Each sip brings you closer to balance, to a night where you stay asleep not by force, but by harmony. Tonight, as you stand in your quiet kitchen, warm your water, stir the salt, and pour the aloe. The steps may seem small, but their impact grows over time. Healing doesn't come in bursts. It comes in steady rituals that your body learns to trust. And when morning comes, and you wake with steady breath and steady mind, you'll realize this wasn't just a drink. It was your way back to rest. And to yourself. Margaret, A 72-year-old retired nurse from Arizona used to dread the nights. She would fall asleep around 10, only to wake up 2 or 3 hours later, restless, frustrated, and exhausted. Her doctor blamed age, her friends said it was stress, and she quietly began to believe this was simply what getting older felt like. One evening, while watching a health program, she heard about the warm aloe vera and sea salt drink. It sounded too simple to be real, but she decided to try it. That night, she warmed half a cup of aloe juice, stirred in a small pinch of sea salt, and sipped it slowly while reading by the lamp in her living room. The first night felt peaceful, the second even calmer. By the fifth night, she slept straight through until sunrise, something she hadn't done in years. She described waking up clear-headed, like my body remembered how to rest. Now it's her nightly ritual. She prepares the drink at 9 p.m., dims the lights, and takes a moment to breathe. Margaret says it's not just about sleep. It's about feeling safe again in her own body, one warm sip at a time. Optional variations. Customize your aloe drink for every need. Not every body is the same, and your evening drink should fit your lifestyle. Once your body adjusts to the warm aloe and sea salt base, you can personalize it for your own needs and taste. If you often feel bloated or heavy after dinner, add one thin slice of fresh ginger before heating the water. Ginger helps digestion, relieves gas, and warms the body. Perfect for cool evenings or after heavier meals. If you live in a tropical climate or tend to sweat more, replace the warm water with lightly warmed coconut water. It's naturally rich in potassium and adds a touch of sweetness without needing honey. For seniors managing blood sugar, choose pure aloe juice with no added sugar and skip honey entirely. A squeeze of lemon will add freshness while supporting liver function. If you prefer a comforting aroma before bed, stir in a small pinch of cinnamon or crushed cardamom. Both calm digestion and gently lower blood pressure. Experiment slowly, one change at a time, and listen to your body. The goal isn't to create a perfect recipe. It's to find your personal version of calm, one that tastes like peace before sleep. Who should be careful? Gentle warnings and wise choices, 400 words. Even though the warm aloe and sea salt drink is safe for most seniors, some should take a gentler approach. Your body at 60 or 70 doesn't process minerals the same way it did at 40. That's why experts from the Mayo Clinic, 2024, remind us that people with kidney disease or salt-sensitive blood pressure must be cautious with sea salt. If your doctor has ever asked you to watch your sodium intake or monitor fluid retention, talk to them before adding this drink. A simple conversation can save you from unnecessary strain on your kidneys and heart. If you're using diuretics, steroids, or thyroid medication, remember that aloe can slightly enhance how your body releases electrolytes. This means it could interact with your medicine's effects. Not dangerously for most, but enough to deserve attention. For example, seniors on water pills may lose extra potassium without realizing it, leading to cramps or fatigue. One woman in New Jersey shared that after mentioning her new aloe routine, her doctor adjusted her prescription slightly, and her sleep improved without side effects. That's the power of communication. Nature and medicine can work beautifully together when guided wisely. Another note of care: make sure your aloe juice is purified and decolorized. Raw aloe latex, the yellow layer found just under the leaf's skin, can irritate your stomach and cause mild diarrhea. Always read the label. Look for filtered or purified. Likewise, more salt doesn't mean more benefit. Adding more than 1/8 of a teaspoon can lead to bloating or temporary water retention, especially if your diet already includes salty foods. A small pinch is enough. The goal is balance, not excess. Finally, begin slowly. Start with half the recipe for the first 3 nights and gently observe how your body reacts. Notice how many times you wake up, whether your mouth feels dry or your energy improves in the morning. Your body speaks in small signals. Learning to listen is part of healing. Natural balance takes patience. Consistency matters far more than quantity. When approached with care and awareness, this simple drink becomes a nightly ally, not just for sleep, but for the confidence that you still guide your own well-being. Your body doesn't need more pills or promises to sleep through the night. It needs rhythm, minerals, and calm. A warm glass of aloe vera juice with a small pinch of sea salt does what medication often can't. It restores your body's trust in itself. Each sip reminds your nerves to slow down, your muscles to relax, and your bladder to rest. It's nature's gentle answer, simple, affordable, and built for the way real people live after 60. Science explains it through electrolytes and balance. Wisdom calls it peace in a cup. Now I'd love to hear from you. Tell us your age, where you're watching from, and whether you'll try this tonight. Maybe you're in Michigan, sipping tea under a soft blanket, or in Kerala, listening to the rain. Your story might help another senior find hope, courage, and one good night's sleep again. We read every comment because every experience matters. And as you close your eyes tonight, remember this: healing doesn't need noise, only consistency and care. May your nights be calm, your mornings bright, and your heart always full of peace. Sleep deeply, wake gently, and let balance return to your body.